This is like the 9th time I've shot this video. Hey guys, it's Karen with Love Your Land, and it's Friday, so I'm doing a Friday update, and I have some perfect things to show you about what's going on in my little garden area here. So I came over this morning and I was checking everybody out, and when I got to these guys, these are my radishes, and I realized I must have ignored them for the last couple of days because they were all growing up into the light bulbs, and it was frying them, the leaves. Like there's a burnt one right there. Little crispy guy. So that's not good. That's not very nice. So I raised the light up so they're not getting burnt. The problem, so these guys are great now. These are perfect. Radishes, really think about radishes when they grow outside. They grow in the spring. They like cooler weather. So I don't really want the heat of this T5 fluorescent right on top of them. They're getting plenty of light. It's fine. But this is a good place for the bulb for this plant, or these plants. These guys, however, it's all right. I'm all right. Whoopsie. My little pepper friends are not happy now because they're 4 or 5 inches away from the light and they really need to be right up against it. So I thought I'd show you my trick. So what you can do, what I used to do, is take a pot, just anything that's bigger than, and turn it upside down and put your little plant on there and stick them in there, and it'll be great until it falls over. And mark my words, you're gonna knock it over and you're gonna say bad words and it's gonna be a bad day. So instead of that, I don't do that anymore. What I do is I take the pot and I use it in its proper position and I fill it with as many pots as will fill it so that they're holding each other up. So once they get kind of jiggled in there, they're not gonna drop down to the bottom. They're all, it's what is that called? Like when it's pressure, tension. It's like a tension rod. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, now it's like a little booster seat for them. They're up higher. They're up about this much higher. So now when I put them in here, much better. Now they're much closer. They're not close enough in my opinion. So now what I'm going to do, I couldn't do this before because if I lowered them down, if I lowered this light down, which is what I'm going to do, it would still hit the top of these, and I don't want to burn my plants. So I'm going to use my little pulley system here to, lower it down. And now these peppers are where they're supposed to be, or the light is where it's supposed to be for these peppers, are right underneath here. So, and I'm going to have to watch these guys every day too so they don't get burnt, but they're much happier. Everybody is kind of where they're supposed to be now. So that's an adjustment that you can make for basically no money. I want to point out that I am not raising up the basil because the basil, it's an herb and it really doesn't need even as much light as it's getting right now. And it definitely doesn't want any more heat. So if I were to raise these guys up, they would just be like, you're killing me. So I'm leaving them where they are. And soon enough, everything is going to be big and crowding them out, and they're not going to be they're going to have that sort of partial shade effect that they really want. The next thing I want to show you, oh no, I'm not done. Not done. Next thing I want to show you is, oh my gosh, this. So these are, like I said, these are my radishes. I grow radishes inside in the winter every year, and I don't even know why. Because, I mean, I do know why. I do it because it's the first green thing that I can get to come up, and it just makes me happy. But do I get full-size radishes out of the deal? No. I get something similar, but they never really make like a whole formed root vegetable. It's more like just a root until now. The times are changing, my friends. Let me bring this up to you and show you. Okie doke. Can you see in there? I have radishes. They're like crowning up out. These are French breakfast, by the way, so they're longer. They're not round. But like, look at this guy. That's a substantial radish. The rest of it is down below the soil, and this is just the sort of crowning part. But that is something I can sink my teeth into, and that is the first time ever. First time ever inside, I should say. The only difference, the only thing I did differently this year than I do every year is, drum roll, actually some of you already know what I'm going to say, don't you? I added Trifecta to the soil before I planted the seeds. So I'm just sharing with you my experience. There's no doubt in my mind that the reason that I actually have pretty much full-size radishes in here, well, we're going to find out because I'm gonna harvest these on camera next week, but I know that I have way more substantial radishes this time than I have ever had, and I've grown them in my house over and over and over. I don't even know how many times. And I never get, you know, it's like I said, it's still worth it to me. Still get little baby radishes sort of, but nothing like this. This is like unprecedented for me. Last thing I want to show you, also trifecta related, is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, maybe not the craziest thing, but it's pretty crazy. So this, I went through and harvested, you may have seen on Facebook yesterday, I harvested all my microgreens. Got them all out here. I want to start fresh with the new, you know, different varieties, some from Mountain Valley Seed, whatever. So this is the tray that I grew 2 generations of microgreens in. You remember I had the, well, it's all smashed, but I had the little paper on there that said the first day that I planted them, and then when I was doing the how-to video, and then I took those out, I harvested them, and then I sprinkled more seeds on top and showed you how you can just reuse the soil, you know, at least twice to grow them. So that's what I did for these. And so when I harvested them out, I really wanted to clean the soil out this time, because now it was kind of getting pretty crowded with roots, you know, so many next to each other, and I felt like the next generation deserved some of their own real estate. Whoops. So I cleaned this out. I lost some soil for sure, but mostly the roots that I found were like these little like things that fall apart like that. So so it was pretty easy to get most of that out of there, or to get all of it out of there really, and then retain most of the soil. However, not the case with this one. So this tray I have grown, 1 generation of microgreens in here. 1. These are the same ones that I sprinkled in there right on camera when I did the how to grow microgreens video a few weeks back, or whatever, maybe it was a month ago now. So when I went to go clean this tray out so I could reuse this soil, something different happened. Let me show you. In this one, I now have a soil pelt. It's just solid. Like, I can't rub any dirt off of this. I've never seen anything like it. Isn't that crazy? That's because of trifecta. That's the only difference here, besides the fact, well, there's 2 differences. One, this one should have more roots. This one, in my opinion, should have this problem, because 2 sets of roots have lived in here. I didn't have that problem. It wasn't a problem. This one has only had 1 planting of microgreens in it, and now that you've seen it up close, I'll show you from back here. It's a solid mat. Like, I picked this up and there's hardly any soil. There's none right there where I'm looking. So what's the point? The point is the effect of trifecta on these microgreens was significant. No, I can't reuse the soil, but that's okay with me. I would much rather have fast-growing, healthy plants that I can only use the soil once with, as opposed to less healthy. So that is a good testament to trifecta, I think. I mean, I'm just sharing these things with you because when I find that a product is working for me, I make sure that I keep using that product. That's my point. So that's why I'm mentioning it. That's it for today. If you have any questions, please post a comment below or ask me. Go over Facebook and ask me there. And also, I need to start reminding people that if you subscribe to my channel, you're going to get notifications. You're going to get email notifications whenever I upload a new video. And that is important because it's kind of a little too late now, but there is a lot of people out there who missed the last 2 giveaways because they aren't subscribed to my channel, so they don't get notifications. So click the little subscribe button. I think it's somewhere around here. I don't know. I don't know my way around this air thing. I could never be like a weather girl. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.